In this video, I will help you with the definitions for all the vocabulary from the N400 application form. During the interview, some immigration officers might ask you to explain the meaning of some of the words from your N400 application form. This is to make sure you understand what you filled out and to test your ability to understand and speak English. Let's get started. Claim. To state something without proof. Claim to be a U.S. citizen. To state you are a U.S. citizen. Register. To sign up. Vote. To formally choose a candidate. Hereditary titles. Inherited titles. The title you receive when you are born into a royal family, such as prince or princess. Order of nobility. A position given by a king or queen. Give up. To abandon something. Declared. To be diagnosed. Legally incompetent. Cannot make decisions for yourself due to mental problems under the law. Mental institution. A hospital for people with problems in their head. Confined. To restrict. Owe. To have a debt. Overdue. To pass a deadline. Overdue taxes. Didn't pay taxes on time. Fail. Not doing something. File a tax return. Send tax paperwork to the government. Non-U.S. resident. A person who does not live in the U.S. The Communist Party. The government owns and controls everything, for example, China or North Korea. Totalitarian Party. The government has complete control over everything, and the people have no power. Terrorist organization. Organization that uses violence for political or religious purposes. Terrorist. A person who uses violence for political or religious purposes. Advocate. To publicly support. Overthrow. To remove a government from power by force. Persecute. To hurt someone badly because of religious or political beliefs. National origin. Where a person is from. Associate. To have a connection. Nazi. The party under Hitler. SS. Military unit. An organization under the Nazi government. Extermination camp. A place to keep people before killing them. Concentration camp. A place to keep political prisoners during the war. Prisoner of war camp. A place to keep enemy soldiers during the war. Transit camp. A place to keep people such as refugees temporarily. Involve. To take part in. Genocide. Killing a group of people because of their religion or race. Torture. To cause great pain to someone. Kill. To cause someone to die. Forcing sexual contact or relations. Touching someone's private parts when one says no. Participate. To be part of. Military unit. A group that works for a government to fight in a war. Self-defense unit. A group that protects a place using weapons. Vigilante unit. A group that acts like the police but is not official. Rebel group. A group that fights a government. Guerrilla group. A group that uses weapons against the military, police, or government. Militia. An army that is not official. Insurgent organization. A group that uses weapons and fights against the government. Serve. To work. Prison camp. A place to keep enemy soldiers or political prisoners. Detention facility. A place where people are forced to stay. Labor camp. A place where people are forced to work. Threaten. To warn, to hurt someone. Weapon. Knife or gun. Recruit. To ask. Enlist. To sign up, especially in an armed force. Conscript. To force someone to join an armed force. Combat. To fight in a war. Records have been sealed. Records are not public. Records have been expunged. Records are erased. Records have been cleared. Charges are dismissed. Constitute. To be considered. Disclose the information. To provide the information. Crime. An action that breaks the law. Offense. Minor crime. Commit a crime. To do something that breaks the law. Assisted in committing a crime. To help someone to break the law. Attempted to commit a crime. To try to do something that breaks the law. Arrested. Handcuffed by the police. Cited. Given a ticket by the police. Detained. Held in custody by the police. Charged. The police formally tell you that you did something illegal. Convicted. Found guilty of a crime under the law. Alternative sentencing. A different way to punish someone instead of going to jail, such as community service. Rehabilitative program. A program to help someone to recover from drugs or alcohol. Diversion. A different program such as a rehabilitative program to avoid jail time. Withheld adjudication. The judge did not convict you of the crime. It is like a second chance. Deferred prosecution or deferred adjudication. Legal agreements that allow alternative sentencing. Sentence. A punishment under the law. Suspended sentence. Delayed sentence. Probation. Report to an officer regularly instead of jail time. Parole. Been paroled. Allowed to leave prison early due to good behavior. Jail or prison. A place where the police keep people who have been arrested. Outcome or disposition. The final status of a case. Habitual drunkard. Someone who drinks too much alcohol regularly. Prostitute. Someone who has sex with another person for money. Prostitution. The act of having sex with another person for money. Procure. To find a prostitute for someone. Smuggle. To take things or people to or from a country illegally. Controlled substances. Legal drugs that can be bought with a prescription but with restrictions. Narcotics. An illegal drug such as heroin or cocaine. Polygamy. Being married to more than one person at the same time. Obtain. To gain something. Immigration benefit. Things like a visa, green card, or citizenship. Obtain immigration benefit. To gain things like a green card. Illegal. Against the law. Gamble or gambling. To play a game for money. Illegal gambling. To play a game for money that is not allowed under the law. Dependent. A person who is relying on another person financially. Pay alimony. To pay money to an ex-spouse after a divorce. Misrepresent or misrepresentation. To lie about who you are or something you did. Public benefit. Money from the government to help you, such as food stamps. False. Not true. Fraudulent. To claim something that is not true. Mislead someone. To make someone believe something that is not true. Lie. To say things that are not true. Admission into the United States. The right to enter the United States. Exclude from the United States. Prevent you from entering the United States. Deport. To force a person to leave a country. Rescission. Reversing a decision. Deportation proceedings. Legal processes of deporting a person. Pending. Waiting to happen. Armed forces. Military. Deploy. To move soldiers to a new place. Stationed overseas. A soldier works outside the U.S. Court-martialed. To go to military court. Disciplined. To be punished for doing something wrong. Discharged. A soldier leaves the military. Avoid being drafted. Prevent from being selected as a soldier. Deserted. To abandon. Selective service. Registered in the U.S. Armed Forces required by law, any male citizen or immigrant who takes up residency in the U.S., age 18 through 25, must register with selective service. Oath. A promise. Allegiance. To be loyal to something. Oath of allegiance to the United States. A promise to be loyal to the United States. Bear arms. To own or use a gun. Non-combatant services. Services that do not engage in fighting during a war, such as nursing and translation. Work of national importance. Tasks that are important to a nation during a crisis. Civilian. Anyone who is not in the military. Republic. Example of work of national importance under civilian direction.